Welcome, all you entertainment holics out there in radio and television land. It is time yet again for another thrilling, exciting installment of, you guessed it, Wicked Entertaining, coming at you live Monday through, well, I don't know what we decide to. Sometimes it's Saturdays, you just fucking never know. But at least Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time on Rock Rage Radio. We are syndicated also on the following: iHeartRadio. We are on SiriusXM, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iTunes, Spotify, Audible, Spreaker, Podbean, Blog Talk Radio, and a bunch of other sites. We're also on video sites such as YouTube, Vimeo, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, television, and we are distributed by those nutty, zany people at Sony Music Entertainment. Sony Music Publishing, The Orchard by Sony. BMG Art 19 and 50/50 Global Music Incorporated. I am your hostess, Jennifer DeVoe Muse, and I am joined by none other than the amazing, sultry songstress, Amy Bowman. You like that? You like that? No, I want to see your reaction. That's what I was waiting for. The reaction when I call you that sultry songstress. There you go.
That girl. So
one of these days, when he's out of the studio, we'll have the Mac Daddy of Metal back with us. You know, Shyler Staver, but he's recording music with a new, some new band or something. So I'm just gonna let him do his thing for the moment, and then eventually he'll be back. Yeah. He does a lot of coverage for us in the field, concerts and whatnot. Yeah. Hell yeah. We've been having some technical difficulties with Ring of Leaders, so I don't know if that's going to work out or not, but we're still going to play their music regardless of whether they're on here or not, so it doesn't really matter. But we got Serafino and the guys hopefully will be able to join us, but we'll see. How's everything going with you?
Oh my goodness. Pretty good. Not bad at all. We're hanging out.
Yeah?
Nothing. Yeah. Trying to buy a house has been really difficult to do. And I don't know if anyone's ever tried to buy a house before, but there's way more steps to it than there should be, in my opinion. But anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Got to make sure you qualify for the loan. Somebody doesn't outbid you. It's just a big pain in the ass.
Yeah, bid against some motherfucker?
Yes, actually.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
No. You just can't
I didn't know there was all that.
Yeah, especially if the house is cute. You can't just say, hey, I want this one, because chances are 50 other people want that one. So, yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, my younger sister just bought a house and a car. So I'm very, very proud of her.
That's cool.
Yeah, probably one of the only ones of us who actually own a house, and I don't know. Well, I have a car, but I'm just saying I don't know if it's as nice as hers. And she has a college degree, which I'm also very proud of.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm happy that she's accomplished a lot of stuff that the rest of us have not. So I'm very, very excited about that. Plus, I get to see this weekend a reunion, so I'm very excited. I don't get to spend enough time with my sisters. Hell yeah.
Oh, no.
And yes, I'm very proud of my sister. She is awesome. She is awesome sauce. Let's see. We got a couple people on here. I think. All right, so we're gonna bring on Ring of Leaders, and hopefully this fucking works. We'll see.
Go.
And hold on.
Yo, what's up?
Can you hear me? Oh, you can actually hear me this time. Fuck yeah. I'm very excited.
I'm on
Let's see.
Phone. You see what happened is like the mic, the sound on the computer's not working for some reason. So I had to use my phone. And these guys were
my gosh.
You guys were on the air. Come outside. So, yeah. Awesome.
Just flip your phone sideways. Flip your. Yeah, no problem. Just flip your phone sideways. Like, okay. There we go. There. See, now I can see Serafino. There we go. All right. Much better. What's up?
That's Tony back there.
Oh, Steven Sainz is Steven.
All right.
What does Steven Sainz?
No, he's joking. Come outside. Should we go inside? Come on. So what's up, guys? So we're totally like ringleaders, like this rock band. That like, you know where LA.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on there for a second.
So like we're in like Hollywood and stuff.
Yeah, that's better.
And, like, we got like this new comic that we're doing. Like it's kind of like a digital comic, right? Like that, like you watch on the web, right? So like it's like a streaming service that you watch on the web, and it's like a comic book, really. I mean, like this, but it's got like a song to it, like a rock and roll song to it, right? So we got like a rock and roll song that goes along with this storyline, and so we make it like from story to story and song to song. It all lines up with each other, and I write the music and the lyrics, and Serafino's like the main character of the comic. And it's like he's like sort
awesome.
Of like on here, but he's like a regular guy.
I see the T-shirt. Let's see the T-shirt. I want to see that.
Yeah, did you see anything that I sent you?
The Final Fugitive. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So if you have the
very nice.
If you have the stuff I sent you kind of a list of questions of stuff that we could go through, make it faster. Did you see that? Not faster, but
I guess not. Hold that thought.
There's like a lot to talk about in the band. I mean, like, I guess I could go through it if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to run my mouth forever, but I mean, it is like there's a lot to the band because we're also a rock band. It's not just the comic that we're doing here, right? So I also write like original songs, right. And then like it's kind of cool, like if we could get done with like an album every year or like so, really.
That's cool.
Right.
But like
I'm pulling stuff up.
There's like stuff to talk about, like I don't know. I mean, like we played like a couple shows, like with Nick Fuco, like called us this one time, right? And we weren't even ready to play it because we were still learning to play with each other because as a band, just because we hadn't had enough practice times yet, right? We were a new band, right? And
that just sounds really wrong.
He calls us out of the blue and he puts us up on stage, right? So like that was kind of like our first show, and it was like a Halloween show. Dude, Serafino, you talk about it.
Yeah, I know. What's funny is I didn't have makeup, right? So if you look at those pictures, that's toothpaste I had to use for white makeup because I didn't get any at the last minute. So that's what I had to improvise with.
Whatever works. Right?
Toothpaste.
And my eyes were like burning, like towards about like the last few songs. It was running into my eyes and all that. So, that was kind of an experience.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, Nick.
Oh, here I found the questions. Okay.
Yeah. So Nick,
here we go. All right. Nick Fuco is the motherfucker right there. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Metal Mayhem. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think he's one of the first shows.
One of my favorite people in the whole universe.
Yeah. So I was in Riverside for a while, and I had a band going on out there. Then when I came back out here, I started the other band with Tom and those guys that you met before. And then that was the first thing after we had our set ready to go. Nick let us do Metal Night over there. And then we've been doing nights there ever since. We have one coming up around November, I think, right?
Yeah, November 11th.
All right.
November 11th, I guess.
Yeah, we're doing November 11th at Metal Mayhem.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
but yeah, if you want to ask
at the
that will help me kind of organize my thoughts too.
We want to play.
Yes. Yeah, I got this right. I queued him up. Do you want me to do questions or do you want like? Can't do both. You can, but not at the same time. That's what I'm trying to do is do questions, but anyway.
He's like,
So
Okay.
what does it say?
What is Ring of Leaders about?
What is the Ring of Leaders about? Yeah, we're just like a good mainline rock band, and we like to do songs that are universally relatable, and that have some kind of message to it.
Here, Tony,
Mainly.
Tell her how you came up with the name.
I'm good. I'm listening to you guys, man.
That's ultimately it in a nutshell.
Tell her about the
The
name.
next one you wanted to ask was the draft.
Oh, the
Okay, who's the host and who's the guest? I'm the host. I'm asking questions. Yeah, let me do my job, god damn it. God damn it, let me do my fucking job.
Yeah.
Don't make me slap you through a screen. I will, I'll do it. I'm just kidding, I'm fucking with you. Anyway, yes, how did you come up with the name Ring of Leaders?
Ring of Leaders, well, it was just because I wanted a name that would indicate that the people that were playing up there were, like all, had something going on, something to bring to the table.
Oh.
They'd all been leaders of bands before themselves, usually, and by the time
Nice.
we all get together, yeah, they've already had their own bands and led bands. And we just came together and joined forces to be a superpower.
Join forces. We are superpowers.
a super band, dude.
A super band.
Superpower, super band.
We're
Yeah.
actually a super band.
We are.
No, I'm just joking. We're just
Yeah.
a Hollywood band.
What is the significance of the dragon logo?
Yeah, Dragon logo, because it stands for, a lot of bands like to use imagery like skulls, things like that, right? And like our deal is about being like powerful and deliberate, in what we do. That's how I view a dragon, because a dragon could be different things to different people. But for me, it's like, yeah, we go up there, it's a deliberate effort to do what we're doing. And, it's also like a powerful statement too. That was really the thing about it, it wasn't supposed to like really have any kind of violent imagery
Well,
in it.
we haven't come up with a name yet for like the
Right.
dragon.
Yeah,
But, like, I
yeah,
don't know.
we're not going to name it, but anyways, so move right along.
How did the band form?
How'd the band form? Yeah, this go around, I met Sam actually at the Rainbow. He was playing with the Buzz, and I talked to him and
Playing with
told
the
him what was
Buzz?
going on, and and he said, "Yeah, I'll come out and do some practices with you guys." And then by then I'd met someone else, like Nicky Wazo, don't you?
It sounds familiar.
Nicky Wazo. Yes, the Bad Whiskey. That's his band. And he was from MI, and we got together and he was going to work on it, but then he had to go to Canada to renew his visa. And then the big pandemic hit and he couldn't get back. So he was stuck way over there. But while he was gone, he put Hyro in his place. And Hyro plays with Illicit, which I think you might know them by now. They're a good band to check out. They have a really good sound. So keep that in mind. Illicit, they would probably like to do a podcast.
Awesome.
And, Sam knew Tony as a bass player, and I met Doug through somebody else from the Rainbow.
Oh, okay.
Also, that was there at the jam sessions that they do.
Oh, nice. They still do that on Thursday nights?
Yeah, they do that on Thursdays.
Right. All right. Okay. You got any questions, Amy, before I go down the list? You got any ones that you might want to ask?
The only thing I want to know is when your next show is.
September 10th
Oh.
at Rockefeller's.
Oh.
Right.
From Youngblood Entertainment.
Yeah.
Youngblood
Right.
Productions.
Nathan. That's my brother. I better know him.
So we've been able to do a few shows for him recently, so it's been all good.
Yeah, you know how I love that motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
Nathan's one of my favorite human beings in the entire universe.
I know.
If I could for
That guy's cool as shit, man.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
one of the hardest working guys know too. Like he's posting stuff where he's out there setting up all this big apparatus for different shows. So
right.
so he's
Right.
like, then he has the energy to come out and be there for these shows, and book those shows. So he's got a lot going on.
Yeah, he does. Most definitely. All right, I gotta go in. What is your mission as a band?
What's our mission? You want to take this one, Sam?
Yeah, I'll see it. Let me see this. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to palm everybody. Yeah, like
Wouldn't be the first time.
Like I guess like the mission is to really just get as much like material as I can done. Really, like I mean, this is like a big thing for me because I get to write songs, and we're like a group of friends too, so that's cool. And so like really just to get as much as we can done. I mean, like and then also performing too, like playing at like better venues and stuff. Like I mean, at some point we played the Whiskey, and that was like top shelf, but like. I don't know. It's just like it's fun to just do it with each other. I guess. I mean, like you get that validation from getting up on stage, but then also just after the day of like practice too, and like all the other stuff.
All right. Okay, here we go. How did the video comic idea start?
Oh, okay. I'll take that one because I'll tell you how it started. It started like off of another song that I wrote a long time ago, but it like evolved into what it is now. But the song that we started out was called "Making It Right." It was sort of a kind of a song about similar to what's occurred in the comic, and then over the years I just kind of refined it. So I had it rolling around for about 5 years or so, and I had artwork done with Eric Albins. He's also another guy, another musician too, that's got a band called Glass Alice. And so, I had different versions of it, and nothing was really popping. So then I got together with Sam, and we started talking about it too. And then that's when we came up with the idea to present it like a comic book style video.
Yeah, it was sort of like over time that we came up with the whole thing, right? I mean, it wasn't like this like dream that we had. I mean, it was really like developed like maybe over the course of like a year. I mean, during COVID, it was when like we did like most of like the work as far as the story, I guess.
Nice.
It's actually a concept, a comic thing. That's really cool.
Yeah, thanks. And it's relevant, I guess, to what's happening now. It's sort of like a parallel of the world today, except we're taking it into a parallel universe. And in that universe, Sam and I and Tony don't know each other. And Doug don't know each other. We're in a whole different setting. And
right, we're characters in the comic too.
So he could be the bad guy, right? Or I could be the bad guy, I could be the other bad guy. So you really don't know yet. You have to watch the comic to see how it shakes out.
And it is like songs, original music that goes along, like, just follows like sort of like the comic book from like frame to frame. I guess it's hard to describe that. So
interesting.
Yeah, and then we have Tony over here, and he's a
bass player.
Get in the camera.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
He's got his shirt on too. He's got his Demon Army shirt,
which I think the cooler of the shirts actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they're the enemies, right?
Right. Well,
I like that.
The better guys.
Yeah, they always have the best uniforms. That's what Lemmy said. You know that?
That's true. That's true.
Lemmy, yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Dougie, you gotta get Dougie in there.
Yeah. Now here I'll give you Doug with his Hogan setup.
I want to give you the right with the wrong ho ho, man. So I'll just play my bongos, man.
Yeah, and Doug's been around for a long time. You could spend the whole rest of the time you have tonight talking about like everybody you know. Everybody you know. Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. I've been with Betty White, man, David Lee Roth, Herbie Hancock, Prince, the usual crew, man. But it's cool. And then I found these guys. These guys dropped out of another universe, Daddy-O.
Uh,
That's too funny.
okay.
I'd like to hear more about the comic and the animation.
Yeah, I know.
Most definitely.
I'd like to know
Somebody.
what these comics you have right now.
So we're working on the fourth one, right now.
Oh, cool. 4
But it's
already.
like there is sort of like I don't know. I mean, it's like we did 3 of them, right, and they turned out pretty good. So like pretty well. So like we want to get it down so it is like so it's like the same format, the same layout every single comic, right? So that we really are trying to like new ways to like get it to like present itself like onto the screen and like so that it like lines up and all with like some people like here you tell her about like what we're gonna do with that because I'm not really
Okay. Hey, so
So it's
which phone is Doug's? Hold on, which phone is Doug's? It's like LinkedIn, but it's not. It's causing reverb. So you could hang up that one.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's okay. Yeah. Just won't let me kick it out. There we go. Perfect. That's better. Awesome. Good job.
Sorry about that, Paul.
No problem. Yeah, that's better.
We've got
Hell
a
yeah.
phone holder too. We left it at the studio. We're gonna need it.
yeah.
It always happens that way.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, don't worry about it. It's all good.
what's the next question on the list? Because I don't have it in front of me.
I got you. No problem. I got it right here in front of me. Why? Okay. Oh, it says why will people like it on the comic book idea? Or
Yeah.
why is the comic
Why?
relevant?
Because it's relevant, number one. And number two, here's another idea we had. Have you ever noticed, like on your stream, you get so much stuff and how much stuff you just blow by because even if it's somebody you like or a band you like, sometimes if you go all the videos, half an hour, you don't want to spend a whole half hour. So sometimes you just blow by a bunch of stuff and the way the internet is saturated. So we started trying to do like shorts, to where you could get a whole episode, which is basically the length of a song, right? And then move on to the next episode when it comes on. You don't have to, put a lot of time into it. It tells like a whole story, episode through the song. And then, we think people will probably want to blow by it.
Well, it's also really original
Wow.
too. I mean, it hasn't like it's. All right, palmed her again, bro. Dude, it's also really original, dude. Like, I mean, like, I haven't like, I haven't really like, I mean, like, as far as playing in a rock band. Oh, I'll get it. Hold on. As far as playing in a rock band, there's like a million rock bands, but this is kind of like a new thing. Here, it's right here, Serafino. You want to talk about that? Here, Serafino has something to talk about.
Next thing we're gonna do, we sent you some things that were like cutouts. Remember? Do you see sheets of like cutouts of characters and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that goes with a game that we have. We have a board game that's based on the comic also.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're working
That's
on that.
badass.
We have a prototype game that we have here right now. I'll let Sam open it up for you. So what's the next question? Is that the last one answered?
You guys have a prototype game with the comic with the music at the same time?
No. It's a board game, like Parker Brothers.
Oh.
Physical
okay.
game.
Yeah. It's like Monopoly or Candyland or whatever.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. See, this is like.
See that? Yeah.
I sent you that
We'll
picture.
put it up there. This is the board,
That's the game board right there.
and then you go up on the squares, and you get like either you make it to the stage, And it's
Yeah.
the final fugitive, right? So then, like, there's like the perilous planet here that's like where you don't want to end up, right? Or the stage, like to the wrong
Yeah,
band.
that's the idea. Whoever gets to the stage first wins. So it's all chance. You draw cards, and you move different places, and depending on where you end up, you might end up on a warp hole and end up being stuck there until you flip the right thing to get off. And while you're stuck there, guys could be getting ahead of you, or you could get a card that tells you to change places with somebody else. So somebody
Yeah.
get a stroke of luck. If you're going on the bad road, you get this change places, then you can swap out with somebody else that's on the road to the stage, or vice versa. That's
But it's
one
fun.
of
But it's cool to play. I mean, like me and Serafino just usually like, we'll just like whatever before like, we're getting ready to go out. We have like another hour to kill and we sit there playing our board game. It's fun.
the trying to
Okay.
work it out. We have prototypes.
Pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah.
That is pretty badass.
The other thing of it is too, everything's video games nowadays. So we're hoping that this thing would be more something like, because it's physical and you have to actually, if you're a kid, you have to cut these things out, and use them and cut them out before you can do the game, right? And then you have a guitar pick that
Oh, wow.
you flip.
That's me.
I like
You
that.
have a guitar pick that
It's cool.
you flip it and that tells you where to go, like at the beginning, which road you go up on, and then you start either going the good way to the stage or the bad way to New Apis where you don't want to be. And so and then after you're on that, you can get back to the good road, but you have to draw the right card and or get the pick to flip it.
Yeah.
Because
but it actually works, and it's true. Like, I mean, we got it like 3 players, so it's me, Tony, and Serafino. So it's actually like the most players is 3 players.
Right.
It's 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah,
So we have like little like cutouts, and they sort of stand up on the board, and like you get it, like you cut them out yourself and stuff, right? So
Is that
Or
a
you
tag?
could-
I
or
like
you
that.
take it and you use them in front of the other backdrops, like that come with it, like
yeah,
that.
like we do like a
And,
backdrop.
like any other action thing, work out your own scenario kind of in the background of something. If you're not going to, play the game, you're not using them for the game, they have kind of a multi-purpose character.
Yeah.
Amy, this is what it looks like when men have too much time on their hands.
I was thinking.
I just fucking with you.
Here's the other thing too, is that pandemic hits, right? And everybody does live shows and all that. It's like what we did. That was another thing. We worked on this more because we couldn't do anything else. So instead of sitting around twiddling our thumbs, we said, okay, let's work on this, because you don't have to be able to go live shows to do it. You don't have to be able to do anything. So it's another way to have more products, based off the band.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Not enough bands do that type of stuff. The merchandising in that capacity, like, they'll make some T-shirts and guitar picks or basic stuff that every band makes. You know what I mean? But a board game and a comic book, like a video comic book, are not things that every band does. So that like sets you apart. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Yeah. It's basically say it's our gimmick, like some people, their gimmick is to be a tribute band and play songs exactly like another band and stuff like that. And because we're an original band, we went to, like other things too, besides, trying to do like a lot of covers. We have a few that we've done and kind of reimagined, to put our own spin on them. But other than that, there's a lot of cover bands, tribute bands out there that are playing all these songs.
Yeah, like we do some songs, like we do some cover songs, but we got our own twist on the cover songs, right? It's got like its own original feel that's kind of like the same flavor as like the originals we do, right? So,
nice.
That's fantastic. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, to give credit to the ones that are out there, there's a lot that are playing all these covers. and tributes like excellently, I think, don't you? You know, from what you've seen.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
there's a lot that are doing those really good. So, you know, it's always good to find like a good cover tribute band, you know, of something you like.
Right?
Yeah. True.
Hell yeah. That's pretty cool though. Very different. I'm
Yeah,
just looking here. I see you have an ad for your new website.
yeah, probably the link for the website or for
No, it's like an ad. You said new. It says new website ad.
Okay, so what? Ringleaders.com?
oh, that might have, oh, that.
Yeah,
that might
I don't know.
have
It's something you sent me. I
video?
don't know.
Is
Yeah.
that the video?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's probably, yeah, that's the one we have now. And that part of it's got the show that you were at, you know, when you told me, you said, yeah, we came down to see you guys. We heard you're going to be playing. So
Yeah,
we were like flattered to get you down there and stuff. And you got some good, a lot of that stuff is film that you took when you were there, right? Video
Yes.
footage that you took. And we put some other things with it. And then, yeah, I remember I got to come down like to the last song and dance for a minute right before the last
Exactly.
song.
That was awesome. I wanna play that. Hold on one second, so people can kind of see what that looks like. 1 second here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. That was pretty badass.
Quick and painless, you know.
Quick and painless. I like how you put that.
You take-
Yeah, that was good. I always like seeing you guys play.
What?
I said I always like seeing you guys play.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. So we came up with that because a lot of times people, like anything else, if they're looking for different bands that they might want to put on, they really don't have like a lot of time to like see it. They want to kind of get the sense of what you're about. And if they feel
Right.
like that, you know, what they get is enough to decide, you know, hey, we'll let these guys do something, you know.
Yeah.
And that's
You know what I want to do? I want to play the trailers for your 3 things for your comic book. I see on your YouTube page you got some trailers for the different episodes of the video comic.
yeah, and if you go to the website, there's a link to the actual channel that the comics are on because they don't live on YouTube right now. They're on Vimeo. So
Oh.
a link.
They're on your YouTube channel. Oh, interesting. It's
Yeah,
just a
some of them-
trailer.
Some of them
Oh.
might be, but I think they're the old.
No, he's talking about he's talking about the actual comics is on Vimeo. No, she means the trailer.
Just
on
the
Vimeo.
trailer.
Yeah, the trailer for the comic, which
Yeah. We just want to play the trailers because you don't want people to know everything they're getting. You want them to pay for stuff. Come on. So you only show them a snippet. You show them like 15, 20, 30 seconds, like quick, just to get a junkie fix. And then you just release them like rabid wolves. That's all you do. That's all you do. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, so if you wanted to look at the 3 trailers, they're on the Vimeo channel. Really, that's the easiest way to look at them. You just have to hit the link And that's another thing, you know, the comic and all this is kind of like what I call like a soft opening. We haven't really got it, you know, really out there how we should be doing it because we want to fine tune a couple things and all that. But the ones that are out there are still good.
Okay, let's see if we can access them or not. Hold on.
And
What do you want? What do you need? What'll get you through the next week? Dad, I'm on the run. Where can I hide when this is done?
that's one.
So that's one of those.
Yeah, I don't think they're all on YouTube. I'm kind of in the process of
Here, you take.
grouping things. So the band has all its stuff one place, and the comic has all its stuff somewhere else.
To figure it out, I'm not dead. Track the serum in my head. How can I get out of here and get myself in the clear? I'll steal a ship and run to outer space. Do or die, let's start the chase.
It's pretty badass.
That is cool.
I like this. This is interesting so far. Makes
Yeah.
you want to watch them.
Where the hell did that guy go? He stole our ship and now I know. I gave him food and supplies. Why did he leave? Why did he lie? We need to figure out why he left and then place him under arrest.
Huh. I like that. Very interesting.
And those are the three, trailers we have right
Nice.
now. Number 4 is
I like
on
it.
its way. Oh, sorry.
Hell yeah. Where can they find these so they can go watch them or buy them or subscribe or whatever, you know?
Yeah, on the Final Fugitive channel, if you put it in Final Fugitive on your search engine, it'll come up and then it'll say Vimeo.
Nice.
And so that's
I like
where
it.
you can see them. But yeah, we're working with different people on it too. You know, we have some interest from some other people that are out there, creators that are like waiting to see like what we're gonna do. So that's kind of good. And so, like I said, it's still some of the next versions. Maybe the format of it, the way we present it, may be a little different, and we may go back and reimagine these ones that you saw. To just change, make a visual presentation a little different, just taking some ideas from other creative people that are out there that like us, and they say, we can talk about other ways of doing things too.
Hell yeah. That's badass.
So how are we doing? I was going to ask you.
I'm just looking at stuff. I'm looking at different things here. I want to see if we can maybe cue some stuff up. Let's see what else. I know that I played the trailers, but there was something. What is this? No. Okay. I was looking at your album, Ring of Leaders, on YouTube that I found, like your, actual audio stuff.
Right.
Do you want me to play some stuff from there? Any particular songs you might want for us to showcase to the viewers?
Well, we were going to do like some of the new stuff, right? Like acoustically.
Sure, go for it.
To do like an acoustic version of some of them that you haven't seen that aren't on the album.
All right, well, let's do that. Yeah, hell yeah. Whenever you're ready, let's do this. I'm very
All right.
excited about that.
Let me see how I can set us up to be able to do it.
No problem.
How you guys doing? Can you get in the picture? Or we had a mic going on too. Where's our mic? Yeah.
The microphone.
Do Love's a Game. This is a new song that we're
Hell
going to
yeah.
be doing it at Rockefeller's this week. And but this is like an acoustic version of it.
Nice.
So,
All right.
Amy will just mute ourselves, and then they can. Yeah.
Come over here, dog. You need to play. We're waiting for you to count us in.
What?
get the PA on.
She got to see us, right? Jumpers are to be seen and not heard.
Am I not in tune? Oh, well.
No, good too. That's it.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, kick us off, Doug. Am I on?
Hey, Tony, you're not plugged in, Tony. Where's your cable?
Don't need to. I'm not on.
You're not on either? Okay, try it again, Serafina.
Check.
There you go.
Check. All right. It was working earlier. I was going to say we can't have this much bad luck in one time.
Okay, try
Okay,
to count us in one
Count
more
us in
time.
there, Doug.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Waiting around for what's next. Believes in magic for the next gift. Lines him up, knocks him down. Keep behind and knock him down. They found love in the house of shame. He had his religion, he had his name. The sun came up, the moon remained. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Power of decision gave her life, the light of forgiveness. He found home with the action. All was ready, a law of attraction. He found love in the house of shame. He had his religion, he had his name. The sun came up, the moon remained. Who's to blame? We're once again. He found love in the house of shame. He had his religion, he had his name. The sun came up, the moon remained. Who's to blame? Once again. For what's next? He's in magic for the next gift. Lines him up, knocks him down. He's talking down. He found love in the house of shame. He had his religion, he had his name. The sun came up, the moon remained. Who's to blame? Once again. And that's it. That's the acoustic of it.
Nice.
So should we do another one then?
Go for it.
Yeah, okay, so let's do another one. What should we do? Hard to handle?
Yeah.
One of our songs.
Well, Otis ready. I'm not doing Hollywood scene. Okay, let's do Hollywood.
Yeah, we'll do the Hollywood scene
Okay.
one.
Ready, Daddy?
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Just got in from New Orleans. Now I'm back in Hollywood out on the social scene. Girls on the block, they're looking so hot. I'll never forget how good they look. Beautiful women with all different faces. God forbid if we gotta leave this place. Break away. I'll never see you again.
I'll never see it again. Back on the scene again. I'll never see it again. Back on the scene.
Come on, girl. I could depend on that Hollywood fun. Rock music in the air, good food everywhere. So join in the party, we're gonna make an earthquake. Dancing in the streets on Sunset and Vine. This time we're gonna have a good old time. Out we're having so much fun. We don't even care if tomorrow comes.
Hollywood scene again. Back on the scene again. Hollywood scene again. Back on the scene.
Solo. And out.
Okay.
That's it. We're gonna kill it right there.
It was good. Really
We're,
good.
We're
we're
having
stopping.
too much
We're
fun.
stopping at 2. Why? Why? It's awesome. You know, how many other motherfuckers get bands that get to play? You know, play live on our shows. Not too many. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. Have you had other live bands yet on it?
We have like one so far. Pretty much, mostly everybody else has been music videos and or MP3s. We've played stuff like that, or a mixture of both. Or I think we've had one artist that played live. I think that was about it so far.
Yeah, I know it is hard because we
That's
couldn't
awesome.
have done it at our studio because everything's like soundproofed and all that, and you don't have a cable in to get internet because wireless isn't going to go through, unless you have a router in your room.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so that's why we thought, hey, let's do these, acoustically, right? So we just actually practiced them today a couple times for the first time, as acoustic, just to have, something else to bring to the table.
Hell yeah.
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 Good stuff.
I don't know why I'm still holding the mic. You don't need it to hear me.
It's
Just
an extension of a man.
Yeah. So what do we have going on next? Here
One of
for
the
you?
most extensions. I don't know, whatever you want to talk about, dude. I know your next show's coming up on September 10th with Youngblood Productions. And
Yeah, Trendkill is the headlining band there. I'm sure you've seen them by now, right?
Pantera tribute. Fuck yeah. They're good stuff.
Yeah,
Good
so they're
good
gonna be
band.
there, and they're pretty cool guys. I talked to a few of them before, like about the setup and everything we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of backlining it, I guess. So makes it a little easier for us. We just have to bring a couple amps with us and cymbals, that kind of thing. But we don't have to bring the whole drum kit for that. So that's a big help.
Nice. And where's Rockefellers again?
It's out in Corona.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What
Yeah,
size?
so-
How big's that venue? They're pretty decent size, or never actually went out there.
Have you been there yet?
What?
I've never even been there.
When I was
Me
in
either.
Riverside-
Yeah.
It looks like
I
the
can
stage is
verify.
like as big as characters.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, we played characters. Like 2 months ago or something?
Yeah, I think we did 2 or 3 shows there when Nathan was booking them. So, man. So yeah, characters in Pomona, and Rockefellers is like way over on the other side of the Inland Empire, going towards the 15, going towards like San Diego. So it's right, but it is in Corona. So
Nice. That's badass. Are you guys looking? Have you been writing new music for like new songs and stuff?
Well, yeah, like the first song we did, "Love's a Game." Like we haven't recorded it. We've only played it like once or twice. I mean, yeah. So like that was like one of the original songs that I wrote that isn't like about the comic.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Oh, there's the comic songs are totally different from the ones we do at the shows. So, there's no like I don't think there's any way. We talked about some way not to do it. I think not to do it in a show, but at some other time try to do the comic songs live. Also, when we're in character for a minute, but we haven't really followed through
That
on
would
that
be cool,
yet.
man. Like if we had like a screen or something going, then we could just play along to like whatever that is,
Yeah,
Yeah, have a projector behind you or something.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Who does the illustrations for the video comic? Who does the artwork?
Yeah, his name is Eric Albens.
Albin. Okay.
And he did the logo too, the dragon logo, like 3, 4, 5 years ago, and he did that. And then he's got his own band too called Glass Alice, and you can find them on YouTube, Instagram, all the major platforms. You'll find something on them if you want to check them out. But he's in Ohio, and what's cool about it, like working like this or the way things are now, is people don't have to be like physically in the same city to work. Everything we've done is just online, back and forth, and phone calls, things like that, and emails, and and I've never met him in person.
Right.
Yeah, I've never met him in person to this day, but they're in Ohio and doing like band stuff there, playing some shows around there and all
Nice.
that. So
That's
so
cool.
it's been pretty good, So I wanted to give him a plug, but then if he gets busy doing logos, then he might have to put our stuff on the back burner. But it'd be good.
Right.
We got some some work.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have him hit me up or whatever. We could talk about his music also, and the other band you said was Illicit. Like maybe talk to them and
Yeah, Illicit and Jairo Garcia is the bass player, and he was playing bass for us before Tony. Because we're all together. Then the pandemic hit. We all went our separate ways. But Jairo was way in the Inland Empire, and by then, I was West LA, Long Beach area, and so it just wasn't feasible. But then we met Tony, who's been really good.
Yeah, Tony was in a band with me way back in 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were friends from back then, and I called him up and was like, "Look, our bass player isn't gonna play with us because of COVID and stuff." So he joined. So now we have Tony.
Nice.
And then Doug, he's already said he knows everybody you can think of. Really, you could spend the whole rest of your time naming off people he's played with. He knows a lot of people. Yeah, and he's a good drummer. We were lucky to find him. That he wants to even be in on this, considering all the other people he's played with, that are
Right.
way up there, and we're just we're just a little old ring of leaders.
I'd like to add something. This will be
Go
my
for it.
first actual world famous band that's going to probably be pretty big once they get
Get
marketing.
in front of the camera.
I played with Clara Ward Singers, who was Aretha Franklin's very first band. They were the first gospel group in 1946. The New Supremes,
nice.
and I've been playing with the Platters the last 10 years. But these guys rock the house, so I'm sticking. These guys are great.
I thought you said something earlier about playing with Betty White. I was like,
Well, I
what?
worked with Betty White. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
matter of fact, I
badass.
was over her house the day I did 2 New Year's jobs this year, and I had 2 New Year's jobs. One I didn't do because of the virus, but I got paid anyway. And I said to a girlfriend, I said, "Man, we're going to see Betty on the Northridge Earthquake Day," because that was her birthday. And
Oh, right.
That night,
Yeah.
it was right after midnight, and they put the announcement she died New Year's Eve. I said,
Yeah.
well, I'm going over her house.
That really sucked. So
I have a lot of Betty White stories.
yeah, she was a good person.
She was a super gal. Funny.
Love her.
I made her tapioca pudding one time, and
You did.
I have many Betty White stories, but this is a funny
That's
one.
awesome.
So she gobbles it up in 1 minute, and my friend said he was very famous, and I worked for her, and he says, "Well, she told you not to follow her." I said, "Dude, I saw her double park her car
She has her little yellow basket, her little yellow dress, her big yellow Lincoln Continental. I'm following out the door. So I'm waiting 10 minutes. It took her 10 minutes to get 100 yards. She literally walks a mile, a half a mile an hour. She said, she meets me at the front door. I timed it perfect. She said, I told you not to follow me. I said, Betty, I saw you cross the street and double park your car, bro. Okay. I used to call her bro. And I said, we're talking for 15 minutes. And she says, I'll see you at my house in about, an hour or two. Where, by the way, that famous dog Pontiac popped me in the mouth, gave me a bloody lip. And I'm walking back. Okay. Kissed her. Bye, Betty. Doug. I turned around. By the way, your tapioca pudding was horrible. I said, you're a stinker, Betty. And I'm telling everyone about you. So I got everybody in Cleveland. I went there very regularly.
Let me guess, it wasn't filmed in Cleveland.
No.
Imagine that. No.
We're at Gilligan's Island and I Dream of Jeannie, right? It's a big parking structure.
A lot of people seem to think that things are filmed where they say that they are, and they really aren't. Like, I was showing, dude, the show Dallas, the exterior shots were shot in a fucking place outside of South Fork Ranch, outside of Dallas, But the interior shots were filmed on location in fucking Los Angeles in a studio.
I lived a half a mile away from JR when he got shot. True story.
Oh, Jesus. Damn.
Plano, Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I grew up outside of Fort Worth, and my mother and they used to make us go to fucking some little town called Aledo. And my mother was obsessed with the show Dallas, so she used to go and make us go up. She used to make us go up to South Fork Ranch when they had the stars would be there, so we could get like autographs signed and shit like that. You see like Linda Gray. You see like Linda Gray from far away and shit like that. You're like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My aunt lived in Fort Worth for literally 50 years. My aunt.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Great place.
Yeah, it was an interesting thing. I always loved that show, but still, yeah. It's just saying, just people seem to have this perception in their mind about music and movies and television shows and how everything is put together, and you really don't know until you've done it. You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize all the fucking work that goes into just one song. One movie, one anything. Like, it's just a lot of fucking time. And there's
it takes like at least a month to get one of these songs finished. Like, at least that's what the goal is. I mean, I guess like any comic book is like one issue a month. I mean, really. So there you go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to see like down the road about getting them put like on some of these shows like Adult Swim or maybe Nick at Night or whatever. Kind of like as an in-between stuff because they're
Adult
short,
Swim. Adult Swim could work.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of that nutty stuff, like
Mike Tyson?
yeah, that one, and they have like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and
Right.
a lot of the really more Robot Chicken, I'd say weirder stuff, but the stuff that's not as mainstream, you know what I mean? It has become mainstream, but didn't start off that way, you know what I mean? Like the Squidbillies, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of really popular shows, but when they first started off, people were like, what the fuck is this shit? They're like, but then they grew to have a huge cult following. I mean, Rick and Morty wasn't always some fucking popular thing, Yeah. Invader Zim, there's a lot of shows that started off on those types of networks. So, don't be afraid to plug your stuff to networks like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a big opportunity for people. But when people think you're only as limited as you will limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? And what's the worst thing that somebody could say? Fucking no. Right. But if you never ask in the first place, how are you going to know what the answer is?
Yeah. I mean, we sent it to Image Comics, this comic book company. Like they did that comic Spawn, and they did Walking Dead or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we sent it to them, and it was sort of like, it's just like we knew it wasn't going to work out. It's sort of like our first pitch or whatever. but like it is like still you get noticed that way. It's important to put it out there for people, right? So
Yeah.
you never expect when you're going to land the deal, and usually I would say you don't like expect where it comes from at that either, really.
Very true. Find your niche. That's the thing. Like, find what's going to suit you best. Find that network. Find that comic book company. Find that, that TV program, whatever, like Adult Swim or any of that type of stuff. Find something that's gonna work for you.
Yeah,
something that would be more receptive to out of the box thinking and different types of ideas. That's what you want. Don't go with some mainstream fucker like No Fancy or like some mainstream channel that's all for families and loveliness. No, kittens and puppies. Oh my God, no. I wouldn't pitch what you're doing to Disney. I would, there's certain people you just don't pitch your shit to. So find your market and market it to them type of people. You know what I'm saying? People that are actually going to see your vision for what it is. They're going to be like, oh, this is pretty cool,
They buy stuff, up. If they don't want you to release it, they might pay you off and say, buy the copyright and never do it. Yeah, I'm holding this. This is like a scene book also. And
nice.
We'll save you one if you want. We'll sign it. We'll autograph it for you. And this is just like a scene book from the comic. And it's got like some scenes from the different characters in it.
That's awesome.
My camera isn't that great. So,
yeah.
But, and then at the end, it's like the planet Apis is there, and that's and come join the fight to save Apis.
We should put that together in like a full on like comic book, like a comic book, how they're designed and shit. That'd be badass.
It is kind of like what we tried to do with the promotion. Like it really is just like a small little
like a scene book that just shows you some of the scenes out of the comic.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So yeah, and whether it'll see, the idea of it is because it's like all done to music and all that. It's hard to just have it just a comic, that you would read like a comic.
Oh yeah,
book, really.
No, you're right. You're right about that. That wouldn't play well in that aspect. Yeah.
Maybe down the road, we could have something because, you never know. Like you say, you're only limited to what your imagination can think of, and if there's all different ways of marketing it, then, that's what we'll do. And for now, it's like we have the shirts and we have the comic and, and we're going to be making other merchandise. And the game will be coming out at some point. So I don't know really what the appetite is going to be for that, really, because, but I was hoping at least that maybe people would want to have something other than just a video game, something that's kind of more physical, like right in the physical world with you, you know what I mean? And have it so it's a different, just a different experience than playing, things on screen, And people have talked about that too, saying, oh, you got to make that like a video game. But so far, to me,
that's a good idea.
I don't know. If we made a video game that kind of defeat the purpose of the idea of having a physical board game, No,
that's true.
Unless somebody want to pay us a lot of money to turn into a video game like Nintendo, but buy some rights, license them to do some stuff. I don't know. Like she said, sky's the limit.
There are a lot of motherfuckers out there who have done stuff like that, though. They've done like a video version or
Snoop Dogg.
You know what I mean?
There's more like commercial stuff out there than you could shake a stick at, really.
Yeah. Don't ever limit yourself. You know what I mean? You could have a video game that's played on fucking PlayStation, and you could also have an Xbox version, and you could have what I mean? But it could also be a board game. Why can't it be both?
Why can't it be both?
Yeah. I mean, what Jim Henson did. Jim Henson took it. He started out with a brain. That's it. Brain and Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, don't ever limit yourself. You guys are capable of a lot of stuff. I mean, dude, you came up with a fucking whole board game and a video comic book based on, your band and awesome ideas. That's what I'm saying. And it's
not so much that, like we're all that worried about other people like doing the same thing, because it's just like movies, you know, a bunch of people make movies, but the best ones stay on and the other ones don't. So
Yeah.
so even if other people catch on to it and try to do some other things similar, you know, it doesn't matter, because it's the same. Just like with bands, you know, there could be a million bands, but the best bands are the ones that are going to really stand out and go, and the other ones, you know, don't get, you know, the same recognition, you know. So that's all. I mean, it's just like anything else. You know, you're involved. I know you're involved in movies too when you were here in LA, right? Working.
TV, movies, music, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
know how, you know, there's so many different ideas. Like, you know, they had Pirates of the Caribbean thing, and then other people
Yeah.
try to do an offshoot thing of it to try to copy it, but not really. And a lot of times they don't really fly the same, you know, just because
Yeah.
it's recognized as trying to do that, you know.
Your stuff might take off in another country even more than it would here. Who knows? Could be Japan. Japan has a huge following for a lot of American ideas and things that, you know, China, yeah. Lots of places. Don't limit yourself just to America even. You know what I mean? Like don't, you know, market it to as many places as humanly possible.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know.
I'd be kind of scared to see a board a board version of the band Orgy. That'd be kind of funny, huh? A board game for Orgy? How would that look? Sorry. Anyway.
But you know, another thing is, like, I did like research a bunch of stuff, like all these things that came out, like Star Wars and all that, and
Yeah.
what happened with them and all that. A lot of times the backstory, those things is kind of funny, because that idea to start doing the first Star Wars toys and all that went to a company called, I think it was Kenner, right? Which is like a really, you know, obscure company that was just small time. And
Yeah.
somehow it fell in their lap and they ran with it, you know, and all those toys made more money than the actual movies. You know, that's
Right.
what they've said. You know, they made like maybe 4 billion or 2 billion with the movies and 4 billion off of, you know, all the toys, you know.
Well, that's badass. You guys got a lot of great things going on right now. I'm very oh, by the way, the Muse says hi. He says he misses you.
James.
He says he misses you, Serafino. What's up?
Yeah, I know. Are you guys gonna ever come back to LA and hang out?
Oh yeah. No, we're planning on. I'm saving up my fucking my vacation time from Spectrum. You know what I mean? We both work for Spectrum, so we saving up our time so we can come out next year. I'd like to come out for like 2 weeks. You know, to visit everybody, go to some shows, and you know, do some stuff while we're out there. Visit with everybody. You know, so that's a goal for us. I just don't know when exactly yet, but my goal is to come out at least once a year for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was living in Long Beach, right? And then, but I sold this condo that I had there, right, when prices were high. And I bought land up in Big Bear City.
Oh.
So I'm living in Big Bear City now. Like I have a
Wow.
new house up there, you know.
Congratulations.
Pay cash for it. So I don't have a
Wonderful.
mortgage anymore.
That is
And,
wonderful.
Yeah, you know,
Good
because
for you.
a lot of people, you know, the city, you know, is starting to feel too like domesticated, I guess you might say, you know, just because everywhere you go, there's just buildings all over you. And, you know, even if you grew up with it, after a while, it can kind of get to you when it becomes saturated, you know.
Right.
Because when I was growing up, there was open fields, stuff like that, where you could ride around with bikes, dirt bikes, and skateboarding and all that. And now you look around and kids really don't have that much, you know. That's why they're using the sidewalks and curbs and railings on buildings, because, you know, everything, that's the way it's made, you know, nothing's designed for them to really be able to do anything unless they go to an actual skate park or something that's set up for it. But, you know, those aren't always, you know, in your area, you know, if you're a kid, you can't always get to something like that. So, but now, you know, LA and all that, it's like I feel like I don't even really like recognize it in a lot of ways anymore.
Right.
You know? So,
All right. Well, can you tell everybody, please, before we head out for the night, tell everybody where they can find you and find out more about you, where they can, listen to your music and your website and things like that.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of like the white tiger, it's like everybody likes to see him, but you don't see him very much. They're rare. So that's how we are. I'm just kidding.
Too funny.
So, but yeah, ringofleaders.com is really like the best place to start. And then that has links to everything else we're doing. It has
awesome.
A link to the comic channel.
Nice. Can people pre-order your board game and stuff like that, or your the videos, video comic book and stuff? Can they pre-order or buy stuff on there?
Yeah, I mean the video comic is available for rent on Vimeo.
Awesome.
And the board game, it's still like we're still working on it. We want to have like a real, actual game, physical game made, and we're working on that too with Eric. He's doing some artwork for that right now, actually. So when I get it back from him, then we'll get it printed out, and then we'll have a real professional looking prototype. You might say this was just something that Sam and I did, so we could start figuring out, okay, what are the rules going to be? What are the, that kind of thing.
Right.
And so we haven't really, got like one, that would be really like good enough for sale till we find out how the ones are going to come out that we get back from Eric.
Totally.
Get it assembled. And when we do, there'll be something on the, else on the merchandise table at the shows, and then also online.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody out there, please go to ringofleaders.com. You can see all their upcoming concerts, their projects, find out more information as it comes out on their board game and their video comic book. So please, biggest thing is subscribe to their YouTube page. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter. Like them, follow them on Facebook. Please share their posts, share their videos. Really biggest thing is support. Support local music, support music from around the world. That is the name of the game here on Wicked Entertaining, is to support bands like Ring of Leaders. And, biggest thing, like I said, go like, share, follow, support, subscribe, all of Ring of Leaders stuff. Everybody out there, please, biggest thing, support. And thank you so much to Ring of Leaders for being on the show tonight. Miss you, Serafino. Always love.
I can't wait to see you guys walking into a place out here again.
Hell yeah! I'll be hitting you up.
Keep us in the loop so we know when you're going to be around, and
Hell
we'll, make it out.
You're family. You're not just a friend. You know that, right? Because we've been in each other's lives for many years. So always there for you. Always. You're one of our favorite people in LA. So definitely, I will be hitting you up when we go to come out there, so we can all hang out, and see each other and have some good memories. Every year we come out, we'll hit all you guys up so we can hang out.
Okay.
Miss Alia.
Sounds good, yeah.
But thank you so much.
Out here.
Thank you so much for being on the show tonight. Really appreciate you. And thank you to my amazing co-host, Amy Bowman.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for liking our liking our page. Too,
she's the sultry songstress.
Yeah.
The sultry songstress.
Okay. Yeah, and but thanks for liking our page too. So hopefully you'll stay on board, and we'll keep you in the loop on stuff.
Most definitely.
If you have an email too, at some point you could send it, and I could put you on our email list, and just that way you'll see what's happening, even if you're not out here and really able to do it. You're just kind of in the loop anyways, because I think Jennifer gets them, don't you? Don't you get the emails when we have shows?
Always, yeah. Please go see these guys play at Rockefellers in Corona, California on September 10th with Youngblood Productions. They're going to be opening for was it Trend Kill Revolution? I think they're called. They're a Pantera tribute band, so go see that show. Biggest thing, support them. And tomorrow night on Wicked Entertaining, we've got Scott Plant from New Hampshire. On Monday, we've got Kadrosha Ona Carroll, famous actress and PR person. On Tuesday, we got Miko. And on Wednesday, we got Lillian Mortis. And then Friday, we got Edge of Thunder. So come on back for more with Jennifer DeVoe Muse, Amy Bowman. Hell yeah, James Muse, a.k.a. The Muse. We're Jenny and the Muse. And, of course, Greg Coster, Derek Webb, and Shyler Staver, all of our hosts and producers for the show. Until tomorrow night, peace out. Stay safe.
Right.
Bye. You're welcome.
Bye.